Hello and welcome to another Brett Plays Flight and Review, and today we're taking out another Freeware aircraft. This is the Junker JU87 Stuka dive bomber. Now I have shown one of these before, but that was an FSX conversion. This is a native to the sim, just been released by our same developer, I think it was, that released a few of the other German aircraft recently that I've reviewed. FSADNI, or FSADNI. So we will find similar things in this particular release that we did in, say, the FW190, including the historically accurate livery. So if you're offended by the swastika, don't get it. Don't look at it, and go and ignore it. That's probably the best way to do it. But historically accurate. So let's have a look. Getting a little closer here. We have two liveries. We have one with the green, dark green and light green, and one with the brown, and I think it still has light green. So two different liveries. We have 4 bombs on the wings and 1 large in the middle. Looks like the textures are actually painted on, not part of it. Do like the weathering though. Been very similar to some of the others. Props got some detail on it, but a little blurry. So we're not looking at high level textures, but we are looking at quite suitable. We do have a pilot and a gunner. Let's have a look at the person in the back. Not the highest detail there either. I think I might need to turn down my camera. It's going way too fast here, so we'll do that now. There we go. Our pilot, more detail. What? Yeah, okay, static face. More detail on them. You can see the rivets are actually part of the textures, not part of the modeling. We do have some decent flaps that work on this. Look, overall, this is actually pretty good. A few quirks that I'm not impressed with, and some that I'm actually quite happy with. Like, why do we have a thing just floating there? Talking about floating things, I think there's a couple of them. When I was flying out on the wing, is it the right side? There we go. This little black thing that floats next to your cockpit, like a dart. Somehow that was meant to be somewhere else. So there's just a couple of little things like that. I must admit though, this one looks pretty cool. The Milviz ones that I showed off before, which is no longer available now that they're Blackbird simulations, I think was very high detail model. This is not the same level, but it's still a lot of fun. Alright, inside. Well, the first thing we'll do is we'll actually take the canopy back. So, coming in now with the canopy off. He's got a very green coloured we have our female pilot in there. They must have hidden it in order to still have them but have their own. I saw the same on the FW19. Kind of looks like a puppet. Yeah, I don't know, maybe should have shrunk it so that or put it inside the pilot so that we can't see them. Interesting though. What else have we got? So let's actually start this up, take it for a flight. We do have... Oh, I thought we could actually press the trim. No, maybe it's just when I do it myself. What do we got? Prop pitch. Okay, prop pitch doesn't work with my prop pitch, but my mixture does. Okay, well we might just have to work on that. Throttle, we're good. We do have fuel selector. I've noticed though that if you put it on both, it's actually a clickable thing. If you put it on both, plane won't start. Got to put it on open. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Can't press anything there. And we've got our park brake. Let's go for the battery. alternator, magnetos. I will actually put the pump on an avionics. Press and hold. Okay, we're running. I am on maximum volume. That's all you get at the moment, unless we get going. So that's what you get outside as well. Yeah, I'm not a fan there. Propeller de-ice, I don't think I need that. I'll put the pitot on. We do have lights. I think these are not necessarily completed yet. So landing lights, I would imagine it would be in there. Nothing. Maybe we need to only have it in the dark. Taxi lights, again, not sure what's going on. Nav lights, we do have the red and green in the ends of the wings. Beacon light underneath at the back here, you can see it flashing red. It's actually this one here, but you can see the effects of it flashing. And strobe lights is the same. It puts one white one there, and I think it's on the green side there. So we actually get a green one as well. Looks like we got, is that 2 more lights available, which could be these recognition lights. No, nothing happens there. Actually, I don't know where the recognition lights, maybe that's what it's meant to be. Do you like the placement of the red ones a little bit better? Maybe recognition lights only work when nav lights are off. No. Okay. You can't press the maps. And what else do we have? I guess we could go back to the rear pilots. Okay, that's not... So the gunner, not well modeled, at least from inside. Okay, default view. Look-in view is very close. And then the rest of the views are very similar to what FS Adney, or the developer, does with their rest of the aircraft. They ignore them and leave them as a default all over the place. Doesn't help for flying when you want to look left. It seems to go up inside the front of the cockpit and right. Previous aircraft did that too. When you want to look forward, it just goes way in. So, and also I think the seat's a little low, but I'll position myself there. Take the park brake off. Well, actually, we'll do it from outside. Again, I'm on full volume. Turn. Awesome. This thing turns well. Now you can hear some engine. I'm not sure what they're using. Alright, right brake test. Yep, left brake test. Left brake test? Yeah, probably not very much. Do we have any brake pressure in here? No brake pressure gauge. Okay. Previous aircraft did. The one with the push-pull props. Now we do have flaps. That's 1. That's 2. I think there's a 3rd. Don't need those for takeoff. Actually, don't need any for takeoff. This thing really does climb well. Alright, so flaps all the way back up. Looking right though, there is this blur film all over the windscreens, I've noticed. Or over all of the glass on here. Now you can see just this little line here and here where it is not blurred, and this gap here. It's like there's deliberately a blur film on it, which I'm guessing is what they're going for. You see there was a bit of a gap there. I'm not a fan. I guess it makes a view that you're getting shaken, and I don't know, you can't focus properly. Alright, Okay, now I'm on full throttle. You can hear that it already wants to take off, and we're up. I'll bring that back a bit. Again, looking out to the sides. Don't know why somebody's got a frosted film on it. It's almost like a very weak version of one of those privacy screens you would have in an office. My view. Okay, sound. I get nothing. Well, I get very little from the what is it, right side, but from the left side, I've got quite loud. From in front, yep, that's fine. So I do believe that sounds will need fixing. I'm actually going to do a nice big climb here before we get to our customary fly under the harbour bridge, because we do want to test the most famous thing for one of these Stukas is the dive. Well, it's kind of like a siren or a howl or whatever you want to call it. On the website for this particular file, the developers actually put in here that nicknamed Jericho's trumpet or horn of Jericho, sirens of death. I mean, so many names from so many people instills fear in people, and when they hear it, they instantly knew it was coming. So the Junker JU87 Stuka dive bomber, and is a work in progress. So bear in mind that it needs a bit of work with but it's worth releasing at this stage. Yeah, all right. So work in progress. Work in progress. Great. Finished product. Well, no, we know it's not because you've already said it's not. So 100% understand that. Trim needs slight adjustment, which is actually what I've done to fly this myself. I've actually trimmed it down, and it actually says here you need to trim it down a bit to level off. Same goes with the lights. You can hear the whine when you dive from a high altitude, and you can quickly recover from as little as 3 to 400 feet. I guess that means 300 to 400 because it's got 3 to 400. Plus, it also includes extra livery, which is what I said, what it is, and it will make a nice addition to other warbirds. Yeah, it's good. All right, let's go for a dive. We'll do an outside sound check first. It only seems to come around when you get to a certain speed. Yeah, well done. Oh, it climbs all right. I think we are starting to run out of speed. Now let's try that again inside the cockpit. I suppose we can get under that bridge now, can we? Yeah, well done. So, love to hear some different sound issues because look, it goes silent there and loud there. So I'm guessing when it gets over a certain speed is when you get the sound. I've not been able to change the fuel things to weight-wise to change bombs or anything else underneath. This is what it comes with for stock. We'll go take it back for a landing and see how it goes landing back where we took off. And we might even come in on this one here. So we do get a bit of a howl. That's pretty cool. Silent on that right side. Alright, we can actually fly with our canopy open too. And we'll put in our flaps. So you can see outside there with the canopy open. Bring in several levels of flaps. Actually, we'll bring them all in. Now the aircraft is really quiet. Okay, this is where I'm going to have to change my trim because I was trimmed down. Now that I have the flaps out, you've got to adjust your trim quite aggressively. My first landing with trim still how it was before, absolutely bounced down the runway. See how we go here. Nice. Now we've got lots of lift, so let's get those flaps up. My rear down. Can we get the rear down? Yep. Done. Nice. I'd love to hear a little bit more engine sounds in this. Views fixed. If the developer does see this and wants to know what numbers they need to do to fix these things, I can help with the XYZ coordinates for the views, or at least show how to get it done, because several of their aircraft have had the same issue. Anyway, this is the Stuka JU87. I will put a link in the description. Let's turn it nice and sharp there. And thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all the rest. Have a great day. Cheers.